Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie Marcus here again. The people are talking about protection on the streets. They want people to do something about the guns, the politicians. Usually they were focusing on crime in the streets, and they still are. But as far as they're concerned, they want to be able to feel safe when they go places, to a movie, to out to eat, or just to work without the fear of being mauled down. And it appears as though they still might not get what they are asking for. And what they have failed to do is to let those politicians who allow these guys to have this access to guns to do the danger that they are doing, that these politicians, by not stopping it, are doing something to kind of tie it up a little bit. They are in partnership with them. They're complicit with the deaths that are going. Old people, people in the hospital, children, concert goers, wherever it takes place at. When these guys have access because of the negligence of other politicians to take care of business, then yes, they are partially responsible. The part owners, you should let them know. But ladies and gentlemen, what I really want to say to you is we must not be distracted. This getting protection on the streets, it's only one problem amongst many other problems. The crime that they were talking about earlier. This it's another problem, all connected. It's no more important than the other. And the problem with voting, the problem with LGBT, the different problems that people are concerned about today, they're all problems that are a result of a system that is not adequately designed to do and to deal with the problems. And so what you have stagnant for some people. Some people are moving here, moving up a little bit, progressive. Some people are tied down, can't do nothing. For instance, like in this crisis situation here, where the prices of everything is going up, food prices, gas prices, everything is going up. But the wages, nothing like that. It's still, and everybody's trying to make sure that they get another piece of this. Nobody's trying to say, well, things are tight now and people are hurting. Let's bring the prices down. Let's keep the prices real low. Let's no raise no prices. Let's see. Let's keep it low. Things will change, and then when they change, we can all get back. But no, you're hurting, and they're just, since you're hurting, they think you need this, and they just dog you out. Well, they don't mean to dog you out. That's just the way the system is, ladies and gentlemen. This is an opportunity for you to see what is really going on. But if you see what's going on, then it's for a purpose that you see. Now that you can see it, you can do something about it. And this is what I'm constantly talking to you about, doing something about it. But it's not good enough to grab any of these problems. Well, look in this bag of problems. You got, let's say, 10 problems. You grab 2 out and say we're going to deal with these 2, but you leave 8 in the bag. 8 more problems in the bag while you deal with these 2. We don't know when we'll get a chance to deal with the others. By the time you get a chance to go back to there, the 2 that you've taken out, they are back in there. If they are not, they are a new representation of that which was taken out is back in there. So you're really never going anywhere. So ladies and gentlemen, what you should do is say, we're going to fix this thing. We don't want this problem to exist. We don't want anybody talking about voting problems. We don't want anybody talking about the LGBT problems. We don't want anybody talking about housing problems. And what are we going to do? We're going to resolve these problems. We are going to resolve these problems by letting it happen the way it's supposed to happen. We're going to let everybody have a career that allows them to be somebody. And by so doing, the result of their being somebody is now that they are part owners in everything that these somebodies have put together in housing, in food, in production of everything. You got part ownership. And so you can access these as you need, want, or desire because it's yours. You don't need money to get what's yours. So the money's out. No more taxes, no more debts, no more any of that stuff. You are now boss of bosses. And everybody is celebrating life. This is what I'm trying to get people to see, that this can happen. It can happen. I know it seems very difficult for those people who have been amassing wealth. They will probably be the last people to see anything like this happening. But the first people to see that this can happen are the people who need it the most. The people on the street corners. The people out there with the signs saying, help me. Well, I know they see the problem, but they don't have the means to be getting around to come together. And this program really doesn't have any money. It doesn't have, well, it doesn't even use money. So it's not accessible to do that movement. But what has got to be done, ladies and gentlemen, all of this kind of movement is going to have to be made. And it's going to have to be made by those who can. The point of it is this. In order to make it in this life, right today, it requires money. Man has made it a fact. It requires money. So those who got money, who cares about this change, will use money to do what has got to be done to facilitate this change. And when the time is right, we're going to this society, well, at least the change, it's not gonna, well, I don't know how. It could happen anyway. If you want it to happen, like stop right now and start, you can do that if that's what you want. Or if you want to slide into it gradually, the new system, the new way of doing things, you can do that too. But whatever you do is the most appropriate thing, and the most appropriateness is determined by its inability to cause pain. That's appropriate. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for this moment. Until next time, Eddie Marcus saying goodbye.